people tell me amazing things, but I could have one guy tell me something with just like keyboard courage with some anonymous name that I happen to read on accident, and my day is ruined. And it doesn't matter how enlightened or prayerful I am, there's a part that hasn't healed from being that kid that, of course, I will eventually hopefully get to a better place, but none of us have been trained to really know what to do with social media this way. So I found myself having a lot of interesting reactions to the talk, being loved and supported by women, getting tons of texts from women when it came out. Very famous women that I hadn't seen in 10 years, 20 years, a few men, being promoted on all these female-facing magazines and websites and things. And then the male reaction was really negative. And I was confused because it ended up perpetuating the same issue, which was this feeling like I am not good enough for my own gender, which happened as a boy. And now here I am talking to men as a man. Because at the end of the day, I'm an athlete, I'm a dude, I work out, I love some of the aspects of masculinity. I'm a sports fan, I'm like, all of it. But I also am a sensitive and I'm an emotional person. And all I'm saying is that you can be both. And maybe we can use all of those aspects of masculinity that make us strong men to explore the hidden inner parts of ourselves to become more full humans. Mm-hmm. And the response was terrible. I
didn't realize that.
Yeah, it was really
I really
interesting.
didn't realize that.
And I got really sad and I didn't understand. And I realized that without knowing it, I had used certain words that sensational media has weaponized for a political agenda, like toxic, right? I'm not saying toxic masculinity doesn't exist, but that word now, if I say it, a large part of the population will not listen to what I have to say, even though I'm not using it in a politicized word. I'm saying the aspects of masculinity that encourage policing and bullying, that encourage us to change our personalities, maybe to treat women poorly, those things are toxic. And by toxic, I mean they're bad for you in the same way that a harmful chemical causes cancer, right? That's all it is. But that word can be weaponized. And then we're living in a very sensitive time where things are very polarizing and we are in the middle of this culture war. And I found myself in the middle of that. And I realized that, man, I should have done a little more research because the men that I actually want to reach, the men that I want to talk to the most are the men who are rejecting the message. And then I was in an echo chamber. I was in a silo. I was talking to the people that already believed in it. I'm changing a little bit of the way that I talk about it because women don't need to hear what I have to say. The women are doing the work themselves. My work is with men as a man.